Looks like the weather is not turning very good. Let's open this box. An artifact. Look how spooky that looks. Let's go ahead and add it. Now I'm almost full with inventory space of just artifacts. So let's go ahead and continue. I don't see anyone else on this road. And let's see what's up ahead. Ooh, I see someone up ahead. It looks like another villager. Our good old friends, the villagers. The village people. Here he comes. Let's see, I'm ready for him this time. Ah, come on. Ooh, nice job. Here we go. Battle. Gotcha. Alright, let's go on before he respawns or just comes back from the dead really quick. Hey, there's this gold path. Let's go follow it. Now, this is really cool. I wish I could... I kind of want to explore this, but maybe I should stay on the path for now. Historical spot, the famous Cisco trap. Like, I'm probably not going to go in there, but I want to continue following this gold emerald path because I want to get to the entrance of the temple. My God. Look at that. That's the Python, the hidden Python temple the old man was talking about in the beginning. Look at that. Let's go ahead and continue down. We can see that from below. Uh-oh. I think I see trouble afoot. There he is. Hello. Oh my God. He almost had the upper hand and had the uphill, but I got him. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else. Let's continue following this gold path. I don't see anyone else down here with me. I think I'm in the clear. And there's some stuff in there. Let's read the sign before we continue. Use your code to guide you to the secret lever. Remember to stand on the emerald. So I'm going to trigger this pressure plate. It looks like I set my spawn point here just in case I die. And as you can see, there's no way I can even get inside here. I mean, there's some of these vines, but I do not want to fall. It looks like it's just going to stop all the way on top. No, it's definitely, I'm just going to go back down. I don't want to hurt myself. Now, this Python temple is really big. Let's step back a bit. I didn't really get a chance to look at it. Look at that huge snake out. I think that's probably where the Python King lives, but who knows? It's very cool. I need to find a way up there. And let's see. Let's go ahead and stand on the emerald block and let's type that code to find the hidden, the secret lever. So let's go ahead and stand here. And here we go. All right, so it looks like we're going to change our hashtag. We want to notate ourselves that we're going to be looking for a hidden, so hide and seek. Or excuse me, looking for a lever, we'll call it hide and seek. And once again, we leave our imports. We do want to import some new things. We're going to type import time, import math. We're going to make sure we do some math functions in our code. We're going to leave our variable MC. We're going to you need a start pause. So what I'm actually going to do is just change this from player pause to start pause. Start pause. Now I want to change this one here. We're not going to need the MC set block anymore because we're not placing any type of redstone. Now we're actually going to type status, a variable called status equals a string argument, which is going to be not found. So that way we can know a status is equal to not found at the moment. Now we're going to run our while true condition. Now we're going to leave most of this code here, and we'll see what we need to change after. So I'm going to change status is the while true is no longer just always true. We want it to have the condition of status is equal to not found. So we'll say while status is equal to not found. We're going to run the following lines of code. We're going to get the player position. I'm going to remove this post to chat for now. We're going to get the distance. Now here's a tricky one. I'm going to make some new spaces here. This requires some math because in order to get the distance between two points in a 3D world or a 3D space, you have to do almost like an equation. And luckily I have this equation. I'm not very good with math myself, but it requires some square rooting of 2 points. But I'm going to try to summarize it for you guys. Excuse me, of 3 points. So we're going to type distance equals math, so there's that math import, dot square root, or SQRT for square root. And here it goes. Now this is going to be pretty a little bit long, but bear with me. We're going to type a parentheses and another parentheses inside that one. So we're going to type parentheses again, and we're going to type player position dot x minus another parentheses and our start position dot x minus 8. And looks like I already made my first mistake. I just noticed it quickly now. I'm going to remove that comma. So So let's continue with our square rooting code. So we're going to make sure that ends with another right here for a parentheses. And if you'll notice, this is all contained in this one parentheses there. So let's go ahead and continue. Now we're going to multiply that by by itself. So we're going to type the star or the pound sign. So hashtag, or excuse me, shift 8, and you press star star, and you type 2, and then we'll do plus player pos.z minus another parentheses. Now I know the parentheses are going to get a little confused, but bear with me. Start pos.z minus 24, and then we have another parentheses followed by a second one closing it, and we have the star 2 times and followed by the 2 plus our last player positions, which will be parentheses player pos.y minus and another parentheses start pos.y plus 13, and that one's going to be closing parentheses as well, and we're going to multiply that by the square root of itself, or the power of 2. Now it looks like I missed a parentheses there, and at the end I'm going to put my final parentheses. Now I'm going to double check and make sure everything is correct. So I have my math square root with 2 parentheses here, our player position x minus a parentheses start position with our x value, and that should be all inside contained here. So if you actually double click just outside it, it tells you where it's contained. So it looks like this is all contained from in here, which is perfect. That's what I wanted. Now I'll move on to the next one. We have our player position z minus almost the same type of arguments, just a start position z minus 24, and another parentheses there with multiplying by the square power of 2. And the same thing for the last one for y. We have our y minus the start position y, which is added 13, and our 2 parentheses and our stars 2 times followed by 2 and our closing parentheses. Now if I click that parentheses, it should follow all the way into the beginning. So that's how you can tell if your parentheses line up. So if I click this last one, it should glow. And if you go back, it should show you where the other one glows, so they're all lined up. See, it glows right for the first one. That's how you know you properly did it. So I'm going to go ahead and just quickly scroll over this code. I know this is going to be some of the harder code to write. It's very confusing because it is a formula in math to get the distance between 2 points in space. Now I'm going to at this point I'm going to move on to the next line of codes. So we're going to type our if conditions, which if I scroll back all the way flush to the beginning, make sure there's nothing there. Now I don't think we're going to need this stand block at the moment. So I'm going to delete that, and let's go ahead and just delete. I don't need them, do I? No. Oh no. Let's go ahead and just delete any of the code. I believe now just writing the code, we don't need any of that. Let's leave it at distance and continue with the code. We're going to type if, we're going to type if distance is less than 3. We're going to say, let's make sure we colon that. I'm going to say mc.post to chat found it. There you go. And follow another parentheses. And we're going to type status is equal to found, or lowercase found, I believe, or uppercase found. So what it's saying here, if the distance ever gets less than 3 and we get really close to our block, it's going to return the status to found, which will actually turn off this while loop, and it won't be not found anymore. It'll be found and it'll stop. Now we want to check for the other distance as well. We'll say if elif. So the elif is basically a variation of if, saying if this doesn't work, then do this. If not, do something else. So we'll say elif distance. Now here's the cool thing. I notice I'm going to be typing this elif or distance many times. I should probably start copying and pasting after this one. So let me type this one first. Distance is less than 12. Oop, almost missed that one right there. Let's go ahead and go back. Type 12. It's not typing in the right spot. Come on. 12. There we go. Followed by a colon. It's going to run the following 2 commands. It's going to run mc.post to chat. And we're going to write you are on fire. So it's saying you're like almost like hot and cold. You're really close to this block. So you're gonna put some quotations there, and we're gonna extend this by adding a plus. And we want to write the number of how many blocks you are away. So we're gonna get the distance, but we have to turn that into a string. That way it can go in a post to chat. So we're gonna type plus here, and we'll type str. Oh, I almost made a mistake there. What was it?
Space.
Oh, if it'll be a touch in it, yeah, that's true.
Otherwise, it'll be all clunked.
I remember. Type a plus str. Now, before I begin, you want to make sure you have a space right here. If not, your number will be right next to the word fire. You want to have an actual space there. So we'll type plus str, our parentheses, and type integer. We want to turn this number to a simplified number. If not, it's going to be a huge decimal number. And another parentheses followed by distance. There we go, distance. And make sure we close all the parentheses off. And one more. So we should have 3 parentheses right at the end, with this one closing the post to chat all the way to the end. Now, from here on, what I actually want to do is just start copy and paste this code. So I'm going to grab it, and I'm just going to go underneath it and paste. Underneath one more time and paste. And I believe one more underneath and paste. So you'll notice that it's all the same code. And so what I want to do is start modifying it. So this should save you some time. I'm going to change this one to 25. Ooh, almost missed one right here. So make sure you have all your lined up, all your parentheses. So let's go ahead and change this second one to 25. I'm going to change this one to 50. So these are all the distances of how many blocks you are away. So if it's greater than 100, greater than 50, and greater than 25. Now I'm going to start changing the words. Oh, excuse me, greater than 100, I put 10. So we're going to type here, you are on fire. We're going to switch that to warm. On this one, we'll switch it to when you're not warm, you're going to be cold. And when you're very, very far away, you're going to be freezing. Now let's go ahead and add a time.sleep, because we do want to sleep the code just for a little bit, because we don't want all the code running too quickly. So put time.sleep, and we'll put let's do a decimal, 0.1, just 0.1 of a second. Or 10% of a second, actually. So let's go ahead and look at some of make sure our code is correct up to this point. And we want to make sure right at the end when the code does finish, we're going to type a post to chat. We'll type mc.post to chat, and we're going to type you found, that's it. Let's type you found the block. Oop, you found the block. And let's put an exclamation, because we are very excited once we found that block. Now let's quickly go ahead and review our code. I know this one's some of the more confusing, especially this math square root up here. I'll make sure I'll go over it one more time. So starting from the beginning, make sure we have all our MC variables, our start position, our status as a string or inside quotations as not found. Or we have our while loop with as a condition have status is equal to not found, and we'll keep running as long as it's not found. We have our player position. Now here's a tricky one of the harder ones. We have the distance variable, which is a math square root. So the trickiest part of this part is making sure you have all the correct number of parentheses in the right spot. So just I'm going to go really slowly through this one and figure it out with you guys. So make sure you have 2 right here, followed by the player position x minus a parentheses of the start position inside its own parentheses right here, and then a final one. And then you're just going to multiply this to the power of 2, this whole thing by 2, right up to here. And if you notice, that just repeats over and over again. And right here, it repeats again. And it just repeats one more time between all the pluses. And then we have all our if statements checking how far we are from the block, from 3 to 12 to 25 to 50 all the way to 100, and it's telling us how many blocks we are away, and if we are cold, warmer, hot, or freezing. And then we of course have our time.sleep and our final post to chat when we found the block. So with that being said, if you go ahead and finish and finalize your code. And let's jump back in Minecraft. So let's stand on the emerald block, and I'm definitely praying for this one's gonna work. So here we go. Ooh, perfect, yes, right on time. So let's go cold. So it looks like I'm 28 blocks away. Let's go this way. 29. Okay, I'm definitely heading the wrong way. Let's see, 27 blocks away. Let's go this way. Ooh, I'm definitely getting closer. I just took a first guess because I can tell if I go this way, like you can see, it's getting bigger, colder, colder, and I definitely don't want to go that way. So I think it's going to be on one side of these two towers. Let's look around. Oh, there's a chest over here. And of course, it has to be empty. Furnaces. Let's check over here. It's 13 blocks away. Let's continue on. Okay, let's go. Oh, nothing in this room. Now the number is not changing. It looks like I'm getting farther. I'm assuming it's going to be upstairs. Let's try up here. Oh, you're on fire. I'm getting very, very close. Let's keep going up. 10. Oh my god, I'm very close. I'm going to be burning soon. 7. I don't see anything. 6. 7. Okay, it looks like, I don't know, maybe, oh wait, there's some stairs up there. Maybe this way. Sometimes you have to backtrack a little bit. Oh yeah, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, there's a door. 3. You found it. Oh, I did find it. There's a lever. I would have definitely not found this on my own. So what did this do? Let's go ahead and check what happened. So let's look around. Oh my god, check out the blocks. The whole gate has just opened for us. I'm not going to jump down because I'm probably going to kill myself. Let's head back down. Here we go. Perfect. That was a good shot of our code working in one shot. So you always want to make sure you type your code correctly the first time because it's very satisfying when it works now. Hopefully I can get out of this place and then get back down to that doorway. Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's jump over here. Now, if your code doesn't work correctly on there, you will get some troubleshooting errors, and if that's okay, just go ahead, review the video again, and take your time with your code. That's some of the most hardest code we'll be dealing with, especially with that square root function.